with Tina on YouTube. How's everyone's doing? Well, first of all, thank you. Anyone who's here or watched this video after this, being posted on my YouTube channel, I would like to thank you for being here. And for those who are new to my channel, welcome. Please do not forget to subscribe. And there are a lot of live events coming up with so many different readers and healers. Guys, go to my channel and subscribe, and make sure you hit notify on each video, on each event that you have interest, so that way you don't miss it. Now for today, I got EvolvMe practitioner who's going to be sharing with us about oneness and her amazing healing work. Well, let's welcome Datwanna. Datwanna, how are you doing?
Hello, beloved beings. Hi, Tina. It is such a pleasure to be here, to meet you, to greet you. I definitely, your being is inspiring. You definitely have inspired me to get the Fifth Dimension 3 book from watching your live and watching just how insightful you are just with others and the transference of information. It's really dope.
Wow. Awesome. I want to ask about that fifth dimensional book shortly, but let's talk about EvolvMe first.
I just got it. Look, you can count on me to tell you the truth. I just got it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just got the book. I've been watching here and there when I can, as far as your lives or, catching up when I can. But it definitely was like, when it comes to 3D, 4D, 5D, I definitely am my interests lie in on those frequencies and how that goes. So I thank you.
Awesome. Now, since you are a practitioner of EvolvMe, I just kind of want to talk a little bit about EvolvMe. EvolvMe, from what I understand, Datwanna, is a common place for a spiritual platform, correct? The platform that has, you can actually talk about it. How about that? Since you are part of EvolvMe.
Oh man, the way that it came into my path, I have to say that I actually prayed for something like this, but wouldn't have thought like, all right, I'm gonna pass the baton to you. So it is an honor for me to seriously be a part of this navigation system in a different kind of way. EvolvMe is a metaphysical platform that has an array of just all the little good stuff that you really don't, I want to say, that's kind of looked at in the Western eye as in witchcraft. And but in all honesty, when it comes to exploring your spirituality and what that means individually, okay, individual jacket, no sleeves, okay, it's different as far as in what that could mean and look like for individually. But there is and let me just say this, not in a linear, okay, out of order. There is tarot card readers. There is EFT tapping. There is, I'm a yoga teacher. I'm also a Qi-gong practitioner, bringing that to the scene. There is embodiment practice. There is, as far as practicing in how to with like tarot cards, everything under the metaphysical sun,
all there.
EvolvMe has everyone that has a little bit of everything that really creates community. And when it comes to community, it breaks down unity, which equals you and me. Okay. Right. Yeah. So when we do, and we are able and in allowing different type of information from a fixed to a growth, I have to say EvolvMe is definitely on that awakening in between. And I say this not ignorantly, but I say this respectfully, between sleep and awakening, right? And when we go through that, and we come in the middle, and that's where we find the balance individually, not universally, individually, and how, and I have to say that being the person right now today I needed when I was younger, I could have used EvolvMe 12 years ago.
Amen.
So, yeah, okay. So it's definitely different as far as in, each one teach one, being able to relate these thoughts or these thoughts or your experience and what it may be taking you through, to know that sometimes, right, the people that are already around us, it's weird. All right. So this conversation I had with this guy at the park today was saying that when it comes to he said, when you're being vulnerable, it's amazing how much people will respond when you're being vulnerable. And I said, ding, ding, ding,
I
and
agree. I
you,
agree.
you
What
know,
a
and,
witness.
and he was saying, like, when I talk about this, and he said this, when I talk about my spirituality, he said all nobody listens to me. And then I nudged him, reassuring him, and I let him know we're here.
Yeah,
Okay, we are here, and you
exactly.
are not crazy. I said, have you ever thought that maybe the people, right? The people you're around who make you feel like you're overlooked or what you're saying is crazy, that they're vibing low. And he was like, you know what? Those type of, like, please give me something new in my fruit basket, to get me to give me a new lens.
That's right. That's
Take
right.
out the rose-colored glasses. You can have them. You can have them, but let me fix the color for you. Okay. So it's definitely it's a little different. Having these conversations with people who are on their awakening, because when meeting people when they're asleep, they're really vibing low. They can't get out of the rut. It's hard to get out of bed today. Like, I didn't, I forgot to eat. Like, it's a little different talking, see, in all genuineness, it's a little different.
Right.
Being able to, and not only that, I'm able to transmute energy, and
Oh, that's
so
beautiful. Beautiful.
it's also a bittersweet when you are able to transmute energy, because taking in the negative and switching it into positive, it is definitely, one, self-awareness, two,
Yep.
not being able to take in everybody's thoughts, because I'm saying that now in a comfortable space. But before, I was not as able to, and I feel like spirit is with me in trying to get me to come out, because I'm not the only one, and what I'm doing is actually being the lighthouse for others, so we can empower each other, and so,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
each one teach one. And I always say that when we have fruit, fruit has seeds, and
Mhm.
seeds do what? And you can
We,
keep
we, we spread the
gardening,
seeds.
right? Okay,
That's
okay. And
right.
then, next thing you know, we got a garden, all right? And it could be fruitful, okay, and or it
Beautiful.
could be flowers. Again, we create what we want, right?
We have audience here. She loves your talk already. Hello, Be Beautiful. She said,
Happy
yay, you
beautiful.
got it, lady. Well, yes, I have a lady at work that understand metaphysics too. So I'm so excited. So she's sharing her experience.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank
Beautiful.
you, beautiful, for sharing that. It's just absolutely beautiful. And to feel your uplifted energy when you come in is absolutely, I mean, a treat. It's just a nice treat to feel that. We can feel through the chat when we have the audience come in and share all their experience. You know, we love you too. Be beautiful. And this is Datwanna. She's absolutely amazing, and she's gonna be sharing about a oneness, about her work. How can she share this, her gift to the world. Wonderful. So let's get into that. Now we talk about Evolve Me, and I have to agree that Evolve Me is a platform of everything, because when she sent me different practitioners, I'm like, oh my gosh, she got all this variety here. It's like, wow, medium, there's tarot reader, there's oneness lady, there's like she got, I mean, I was like, you do have a lot of a big umbrella of all
Yes.
flavors. Variety
Yes.
is the spice of life, and I
I
love
was
that.
like, where was this like when I was 21 years old? But I take it that that's the beauty of being able to recognize, transition and growth.
Right, right. Awesome. Wow. So now let's begin with your work that you offer and you help with clients. You talk about, you want to discuss about oneness today, and I kind of like that topic too, because this
Mhm.
is all about that. This is all about oneness. This is all about that unity. This is a time now. It's about the tribe. This is not a
It really
separation.
is.
Yes.
Yeah, when it comes to community, you break it down to unity and it equals you and me. And it brings it further with everybody being able to bring in their roles and skill sets, and what they don't have, the next person does. And that's what makes community, right? And so, I've always said to myself, or when others getting from other people, when they've been around me, they kind of said sometimes, because when I was a addiction counselor, it really set me apart in the helping field, and it showed me who I was and who I wasn't. And with people, with the women, they used to come and they used to be like, I wish I would I wish, and I used to let them know, like, you're actually doing yourself a service now, because you don't have to wish, we here. And being
Ah,
able to recognize that is definitely a treat, when you can see that, feel that, hear that, and be in that present moment to recognize your growth. Like, I wish, and then you wish your way all the way up to the front, honey.
way to go. Way to go. That's true. And you're here. Just think of this moment right now, right here. You're right. Like right now, I'm here with Datwanna. This is amazing moment. And with Be Beautiful. Thank you, Be Beautiful. I love your energy.
Beautiful.
Awesome. You got great energy. Energy.
I really appreciate that, Tina. It definitely has come a long way. 1 second, if you do not mind, my
Sure,
child.
sure. And why she has
Just
to do something big announcement, guys? Well, I would say it's always a big announcement because I have a lot of for those who are here and those who will watch this video later on, we have a lot of live events coming up, free live event coming up tonight, 6 p.m. Again, Pretty is back for tarot reading. She's amazing. Some of you have experienced her reading already. Tomorrow I have Jikara at 11 a.m. Jikara was here before. Amazing, amazing clairvoyant reader. And Saturday I got three practitioner. Saturday I think I started from noon PST time. That will be a medium reading, connecting to the spirit with the spirit. So if you want a medium to connect with your spirit, come on Saturday and make sure you go to my YouTube and go to that link, upcoming events. That's what you look for and click notify. About 3 p.m., there's another lady. She's here before, often on a weekly. Dennis and Danielle Lipton. She's going to be talking about star seeds and awakening. At 6 p.m., well, full moon in Libra, guys. Kristen, Evolve Practitioner is going to be here and lead you guys up into the full moon. Could be a meditation also. That would be like an energy that we can get together and just celebrate this full moon, because the full moon time is a time that you can use this energy to actually, to me, I feel like you can manifest stuff from a full moon. Full moon is very, very powerful feminine energy. All right, guys. So Datwanna is back. So let's get right into it, Datwanna. So back to
thank
where
you
you were
for being
talking.
patient with
Yes.
me. One man, band man. Sometimes I have to say, no matter what, and leading by example, right? And not playing victim. It definitely, with all that I have to do, and still want, right? Because we all have free will, but still want to go further. For me, is definitely something I fight for every day. And I, for those who are, as far as that interconnected, no matter the differences on the outside, right? And so that's another part of my business. No matter the differences on the outside, is through symbols that keep us interconnected. Because I use that just as a baseline, because for some odd reason, it's crazy, but I'm bringing these topics because people are saying things that, when it comes to common sense, it's not common. And so it is into this conscious awareness talk that we are having today. This lady, I'm a vendor, and she was saying to me, isn't it funny, just as far as like how aloof everybody is after the pandemic, a lot of people. And it was like, it's almost like what I heard is that this has always been going on, almost like, you know, what has been going on with the racism and things that go on around the world every day, right? Every day. But the only one thing that is happening now today that is a difference from like, I don't know, 30 years ago is that there's a bear witness, your phone, right? So now, you know, but the thing is, having a phone, your phone being a bear witness, it reaches out worldwide. And so it gives you a glimpse, a peek into what's been happening all along. And so I was saying to her, did you ever think, and I always like to play devil's advocate, I can't help myself, but did you ever think that when the world paused for a second, right? And that probably felt like eternity for some people. But for me, being an introvert, I actually took that time because I was already going through a lot for me to go ahead and tap in so I can tune out. And that's when I started playing with the resin. That's when I, you know, anything, coloring, anything that I could do to say that this is an illusion to my, you know, this is going to take, if I jump into this, it's going to take me away from me. It's not if I jump in it, right? And she was just saying like, you know, today, you know, like, you know, we're so aloof. And I was saying like, you know, in reflection, what if, right, we have always been this way, but now we have just zoomed in because when have you ever thought of the world to actually give you a second to yourself? When? And she was like, but that's what I want to do. That's what I do. I plant a seed, and planting a seed and allowing, you know, and watch people empower themselves on their lives. It takes the pressure off you because now we are more in coherence. It's almost like an ecosystem, you know, with air. But you know, and everybody, once everybody, you know, in their awakening is what I'm going to call that, and they start awakening into themselves, it's almost like coming out of submerged water and taking that first, you know, that first gas, like, whoa, I was under there that whole time. Yes. Okay, I was trying to throw you a whole a tube and you wasn't trying to take it, you know? And so it definitely is when you are coming into your becoming and you are awakening into your awakening, it's like, damn, I was really down here that whole time. I was like, yep, nice to meet you. Here, want me to stamp your ticket? You ready to get on this bus?
Right, right. Oh, wow. That's a good one. Great perspective. That's what Be Beautiful mentioned. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Be
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yes, that was. So now, you know, Detwana, you were talking about like what to offer to your client. Are you like a coach or counseling? Is that what it is? Or because you do Qigong too, is that what you are giving it to your client, offering to your clients?
So I offer self-care, self-awareness, and self-empowerment options for those who are looking for something more
Mm,
to add in, because we don't have to do anything. But it's nice to have options. And when we aren't given the options, we feel robbed of a choice. And
right.
so when you when I my offerings actually, again, just to empower, uplift. And I actually had to start with me as far as my journey. And that's how I understand, like, you know what, I am and I can um, and willing to pass the baton of information so somebody doesn't have to work so hard on the options of caring for themselves. And so yeah, no, it's not linear, but you don't have to suffer in silence to do so. And so those are the kind of tools in a self-awareness that I would like to offer. I work with Acceptance Compassion Therapy Act, and I also work with focus commitment therapy. I like to combine them. I could have said the focus one, but Both of my modalities I like to use and implement into my work. I'm a and also self-awareness coach. My resin business also surrounds around self-awareness, empowerment, and uplifting. Um, Again, everything I do is around self-awareness, and vibrating higher. I have, through my experience, been shunned for having too much energy or being too much, or, I need to calm down, or this or that. But I've learned to place it right and different in how to balance that
Mm,
energy, especially when it comes to masculine, feminine, and the inner child, and being able to be well rounded, not well rounded because we're not robots, right? But being aware of those different points and where we're coming from and how it should be delivered, because sometimes we can speak from a childlike place, right? And then sometimes we can speak from our adult place. And then sometimes we can speak for our higher selves. And so being able to recognize that also has to do with your conscious evolving as you are more and more becoming in tune with yourself. And so through my emotional body practices, being a yoga teacher and a Qi-gong practitioner, level one, okay. I do like to offer different options into how you can bring your soul song back. Your body, our bodies that we are given, are the bridge between heaven and earth. And when we are able to tune into our soul song and work on it, whether it has to do with tapping the lion's breath or just yoga in general, body movement, it
mm,
definitely can help you move that stagnant energy.
mm. Good. You mentioned earlier, which sound quite amazing, interesting, is talk to the child, talk to the adult, and talk to the higher self. Yes.
Okay.
What is that, girl?
Because
Explain that.
if you're not like, all right, so
I
this
mean,
is
I
a,
think I know what it is. Yeah. But I want to explain to the audience that they will be like, okay, what is that? Is there something that we can, yeah,
when it comes, it's again, it's almost like an ecosystem they show you in the recycling bin, the triangle, and it goes right back, right? And
mhm,
so I like to work with Maslow's theory. And Maslow's theory is a good starting point for me in my work, and letting me get a feel of where someone is in their sense of either, food, shelter, water. Because if we aren't able to take care of our needs on the first level, there is no second level, right? And it's almost like the chakras as well. And
right.
so when it comes to your ecosystem of yourselves, nobody likes to admit we got all these people in one. We are multi-dimensional. We are not one in one. You hear me?
Yeah.
So when it comes down to you being able to, one, accept yourself, two, be able to, for me, I have and it is beneficial to be able to share, be vulnerable, and talk about, but the different selves that are within us, if we aren't sitting them down, they're fighting, and that's when we feel chaotic. That's when you feel depressed. These voices, they're not, and so what I literally have to do, for example, is, you know being a single parent has led me to like play my masculine out more, as far as in
Mm,
me having to just do things without thinking, or being able to be disciplined. Also, when it comes to being an authority figure in my kid's life, and being both. Also my feminine, being able to be soft, be nurturing to my children, the cleaning up how I respond to things, because I can't do it in the I can that is the allowance of free will, but being mindful of how I respond with my masculine side, it makes an impression on the kids, right? And so again,
definitely.
When you are in awareness, I cannot even tell you, it gets a little weird for me to understand that I'm breathing, my muscles moving, I'm blinking, I hear a car door outside shut. Okay. The
Wow.
TV, I hear my daughter. Like when I say that my meditation is taking me to a different level, that's what I mean by something's happening with my conscious of awareness, that it's evolving. It's not something that can be seen either. It's
Mhm.
something that can be measured if you are like a checkpoint. It's almost like Mario Kart, and you give yourself this checkpoint, and when you come to that checkpoint, that's where you use that measurement. That's what I just did. So what I'm saying is different ways of caring for yourself, right? Some people, we get tired of doing that. And so it comes down to, if you ain't gonna take care of you, who gonna do it? And
That's
then if
right.
you give it to somebody else, if you give it to somebody else and they don't do it how you like it, then what? So,
So
like, holding yourself accountable, taking responsibility for yourself, please do that with vibes,
yeah,
okay? And please do not do that with lack, okay? Because you are someone, you are you are of uniqueness, and you are of importance. And so being able to, I start and create from a space of me having to, be on this 10 toes down and experience this single-handedly
wow.
for now, until I am blessed with my counterpart. Meaning, like, I seriously am the cook. I'm the hairdresser. I'm the driver. I'm the nurse. Okay. I am the first before I get to the doctors. My son, I'm the interpreter. For my daughter, I'm the interpreter. I'm the cook. I'm also, I have my own business, and I'm a self-awareness coach. What I'm saying is, it's not even, at a level that all of this and you taking care of you, I'm like, damn, that's a superpower.
That's
Self
right.
awareness, and to have that, is a superpower. And to own your life, because we fight every day. You fight every day. Hell yeah. When you go outside and you fight every day for yourself, for your needs, and advocacy for yourself, right? And so,
Mhm.
yes, because if you're not fighting for yourself, you are giving up the fight to hand the gloves over to someone else.
Mm,
And
beautiful.
so when we do that, you know what I'm saying, regardless in how we look at it, like, just that metaphorically coming out of water, you're sinking. You don't even want to float, And so being able to recognize your power and taking care of you and what that could mean, that's where I start from. And I lead by example, and not try to go shout from a rooftop of what I think people should be doing. I know what I'm doing. And so that's very important point in where I start from, to for me to be able to help, or say, I can go ahead and put my name and be like, I can help you. I have to be able to do that for me first, with all of this going on, and I still have room to give.
Absolutely beautiful the term that, because you know what, the best therapist is the one that actually have the personal experience himself, real experience, not from the text, not from the what you read somewhere from the books, but your real personal experience. I love that, because you just you know what it feels like to be there, to be not aware, and your path took you, all this, challenges you have took you to this point where, and, this is your journey, really. You have experienced all that to bring you that awareness, so you can actually really embrace who you are, and now you are turning around and be able to help somebody else because of your personal experience. Loving that,
Yeah, yeah. My background is in psychology, organizational management. I have my master's. I also have my BA in health and human services.
Wow,
Um, it, yeah,
that's
Tina,
amazing.
it has been, and then the thing that gets me is that I like, wow, I really am a philomath, meaning I love to learn, but why? Right. And so those things we could also use as a measurement to put a little air in that sail, okay, to navigate these waters and exploration of you and what that may mean. And so I was saying to myself, like, why, like, why do I, but I was still learning, spirit was with me. I was still, whatever I put my hands on, I turned it around, I came from nothing and I turned it into something. I'm here with you, girl.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, to be, I mean, that's a blessing in your own soul that you really come to this point in your life and really become aware and blessed with that. You got a good compliment from Be Beautiful. My vibration has elevated listening and watching you talk and smile. Wow. Anyone in your presence will naturally raise their vibration. Hallelujah. I love that, right? This is beautiful. Thank you, Be Beautiful. That's,
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Be
I
beautiful.
just have to share with you because that's what makes people feel alive and feel boosted. Like a booster, you get boosted with all this
That's right.
energy.
No
Exactly.
fun. Okay. A
Not
booster,
real,
no fun.
real booster with no side effect. The only side effect you have is just like you're gonna flow, you're gonna be happy, and you're gonna smile all day, just like that.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Now we were talking earlier about. I did ask you like, hey, you do any reading? You say, yeah, you do some heart affirmation.
Yes,
I
I do.
love.
I have some affirmation cards. I will definitely go get my deck.
Yes, let's share that. And while she's getting her card to share, be beautiful. This is probably going to be for you also because that's why you're here. Usually, we will go into a place where it's the same energy, or where your energy attracted, or where your higher self telling you to go there, so you can receive messages and information. But anyway, quick thing, guys, who actually watch, who watch this video later on, don't forget to subscribe, click like, and go into my YouTube, go look for specific live events coming up that you like, and click notify, because I have so many and you guys may have missed it because so it's hard to keep track. Even I have a hard time keeping track sometimes. So click notify on the events that you have interest to attend, and that way you won't miss it. All right, so let's go back to Datwanna. All right, you got your
This is my
tool.
affirmations deck.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is that the unicorn?
Yes, it
I
is.
always love unicorn, girl. A unicorn used to be just like my symbol. That was like a thing that. Oh, how funny! I love that.
Yeah. Oh, yes. When it comes to synchronicity, it is definitely in the air.
Yeah.
I definitely will pull one for you, pretty lady.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nina, vitality. I'm
Nice.
sorry. Trying
Yeah.
to
It's
get it.
bright light. I can't see yet, but okay, I can see a little bit.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry about that.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So it says, I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
love. You know why? Really resonate with me. Thank you. You know why? Because you probably don't know, or you may know. I went through COVID pneumonia.
Really?
Yes, and I was like healthy as a horse before that, and so the COVID pneumonia brought me down. I was in hospital in 2020. That's when we have an early, Delta
Okay.
pneumonia. So I almost died, but when I came out of it, it took me 19 months to recover myself. 19
Mm.
months, and I felt weak. I mean, every symptom that everyone felt, I had them all. You know,
It is
so
it is such a pleasure to meet and greet you.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I survived it, and it's probably meant for me to just be here and be on this talk. That's why. And that's how I started YouTube. It just, it took me from doing my video of myself going through my healing for
Uh-huh.
19 months, and I almost stopped doing a video. And next, it's my intuition said, you're not stopping. Something's talking to me like you're not stopping. You will continue doing video. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't have anything to do. It's like I can't think of anything to do. Well, in February this year, it's just bam, right? I went to the show and Spirit told me, ask this lady for an interview. That's what you're gonna be doing. I mean, loud and clear. I go, holy crap, it's like, is this okay? That's it. And that feeling of feeling right, that's it, hit me. And girl, I didn't know how to do Zoom. I didn't know how to do all this. I get it, like learning, just all these video come to me for me to learn like really quick. Everything
Right.
just went, everything just come without me looking for it,
Come on. That's
right?
how I met you.
Awareness, girl, awareness. That's what you're talking about. So
Yeah.
I was aware of all synchronicity and all the tips and all the messages that comes to me. So I just kind of follow that. And here just brought me all these different speakers. And people ask me, where'd you meet all these people? I go, upstairs, they brought them all to me. That's it. That's it. I just have to trust. And I'm just doing what I love to do. I'm enjoying my journey. That's it. And
I'm so happy that you even shared that with me.
yeah,
Yeah, no, your story is definitely awesome. It definitely, when you're going through a time of void, right? Not knowing what's next.
right.
That right there is a time that we don't always recognize, right? Because life tells us that when something is not happening next, that's not normal.
Well,
And
you know what, Datwanna? Two time in my life that hit me rock bottom. It really taught me that when those happen in your life,
come
it's
on.
been new beginning. It's new beginning. Your old life, your old book is closing, shutting down. So everything sometimes have to collapse because we don't listen, right? Sometimes we weren't happy in that situation for a long time. We would just keep pushing it because we, in our mind, we said this is what we want. And then universe, God, whatever, is gonna have to bring you down and damn, bottom, tower cart, all the way rock bottom until you get to the point where, like what you just said, we can't see where we're going.
No.
And I couldn't see. I didn't know if I was going to survive, honestly, because all doctors told me they could not help me. Lung specialist, ID doctor, my family doctor, they all told me this is so new for us. We don't know. Sorry, we don't know how to really heal you. We just have to take it one day at a time. And I go, great. I'm just gonna have to, like, I did focus one day at a time. I was really becoming aware of my own body, my own mind, my own thought, and everything. It taught me. But I mentioned back to earlier, Datwanna, that this taught me that never see bad situation and challenges as bad. It's always take you to another level, like you ascending into another higher self, or a better yourself, a better version of yourself. So now, if anything, that's I have a bad day, whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. If
Right.
if things that didn't go the way I wanted to go, okay, something good's gonna come out of that. So that taught me huge. Yeah. So,
Mm.
and I'm
Yeah.
sure you go through that, and that's why this is great for you to to really do this work, because
When
a
it
lot of people need
comes,
that. Yeah,
oh yeah, definitely being on the optimistic train. But see, it's kind of difficult, and there is levels to this, right? Just like you had just shared, and just being able to navigate, as far as in the ecosystem, the inner child, the masculine and the feminine, that's not even part of it. You just shared some of it too, with just, the social society conditioning, conditioning, family conditioning. Do you know how many breakdowns that is before you get to your core as an individual?
right.
Right. And so that's a whole nother slate. So we're gonna leave that slide and come to a new slide, that type of shit. So it's like it's definitely, if you wanted to zoom in, it is definitely work. But that's the
Definitely.
thing. We can go ahead and fill out a job application for others, but do we connect with ourselves with no Wi-Fi?
Wow, great. And
And then,
it's just amazing because you also came from the background of the your study, you know, from
Uh,
the
yeah,
colleges. So this has been your interest. This has been your journey for a long time already.
all right. So I grew up, my mother, I always say that my mom, and I say this with just sincerity, my mother has always been an oracle. And so I say that to her. But see, my mom, something happened with her in her awakening that she had to do something to where she had to take meds. And then she got diagnosed, and then it started to come to like schizophrenia and bipolar. And so her diagnosis and stuff taught me something. And
Mhm.
so I always share with people when it comes to life lessons, sometimes we do go through things because we don't listen to other people because we want to figure it out on our own. And we're allowed that opportunity to do so. And just also remember that I've learned that when I meet other people and they share their experience with me and I'm going through something and I didn't share with them what I'm going through, I
Yeah.
learned that the universe sometimes will share that to allow me an insight into a deeper decision. And so I can learn, and then that's when you can switch gears like a bicycle. I can learn from other people's mistakes. I don't have to make all the mistakes on my own. Look at that. And it's like, yeah, you
Exactly.
don't have to keep making all of them on your own, because what happens is we lose the decision making within ourselves, and then we start looking for it outside of ourselves because we don't trust ourselves, right? And so when we don't trust ourselves, our decision and the outcome will lead to whether we trust ourselves or not. And that's the kicker. Because
Exactly.
you have to, when you are by yourself, listening to yourself, with yourself, for yourself, understand who you listening to. Is it your inner critic, or is it your inner coach, right? And
Mm,
then
I love that.
also, as far as as far as like you were saying, Tina, the messages, are your messages coming from spirit, or are they
Mhm.
coming from a lower place? Who are you listening to, right? Or is that coming from society, right? So
Mhm.
there are so many layers to shed until it's like earth, you get to the core. And when you are able to do that, you are able to find your soul song. But there are layers and levels to this that I have to say that if you ain't got to, just join me and others on Evolve Me if you want to, okay? Because like you don't have to go through all of it on your own. You don't. And so
Exactly.
when as a star seed, I am a star seed myself, and then an indigo child, like I definitely, with when it comes to my family dynamics, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was not dealt with a hand, but I had to reshuffle the deck. I had to understand that my mom and the situation I grew up in inspired from young, seeing my mom go get social services help or whatever. I used to say at the age of 8, I'm going to take their job because they're not treating her right.
Wow.
Right. And so me, I wanted to be a teacher. And I remember that, I wanted to be
You knew when you were young you would have been a teacher or counselor. That's the same thing. You would
it,
teach people.
it was, yeah, and it was it's definitely something because I grew up in a single matriarchal household, and so there's a lot of generational curses that I broke, and I also, for myself, my own light, it was like people knew who I was before I knew who I was. And I have to tell you right now, the hand I was dealt with, I wouldn't have thought that, honestly. Like, it's a fight out there trying to go ahead and be good to you and own you and be like, this is who I am. It takes courage to be disliked, And
Amen.
so
True.
I, regardless of what society says, regardless of what your family says, and then there's and when I say society, I'm just on a macro level scale of just government people, yada yada, and then I'm just literally on a macro scale, micro scale, I'm bringing it down to the family, and then like another little ecosystem of a recycling bin, right here, yeah, like you.
Right.
So, I have never and I've always, even when I was younger, I've had this helping thing in me, and being an empath. And I always, now that I understand, we are all born empaths. We are all born with gifts,
Exactly.
but it's that time to take, to tap in, to tune out, to understand what gift you were given here on this earth 10 toes down. So it's a
Love
little,
that.
it's a
Hmm.
little different when you can be given time to do that. That's why I said, like, when the world shut down, I was like, all right, so everybody gonna sleep. This is my time right now, because I was getting whispers that when this is done, you're not gonna be the only one. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Seriously,
Yeah, yeah.
what does that mean? But I'm sitting here like, oh, let me create something for my work desk, right? And I'm going through, I had a really bad car accident. I actually had two really big traumatic accidents that interfered with my physicality. And
Wow.
so I was a correctional officer. I
No
know.
way. Wow, girl. That
I
take a
was
lot of strength to deal with
I
that.
I I was a correctional officer. When I say my line of work is human services, that's just what I mean, human services. That, and I also am able, because I've been behind the scenes of human services, I've seen what people let go. I've seen people who've had badges and work behind a desk. I've seen them make the wrong decisions based off their feelings and not off policy and ethics. I've
Wow.
seen people slip through the cracks, and from slipping through the cracks was able to help them from them slipping through like, I've been in human services, and I've seen, heard, and been through an experience that I said to myself, why do you keep filling out a job application for these people and you know they're not doing them right? And
Yeah.
it was starting to it was starting to weigh heavy on my heart, because the same people that would say that they're helping them, it behind closed doors, and I'm working with them behind closed doors, like, you not being an ethical individual, you wouldn't you're not feeling so well today, so because you're not feeling good or bad, and I was like, based off a decision, that's their life you're writing with a pen. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that that's not ethic. So I always would bump heads with what's right. I didn't care about right or wrong. What's in the middle? What's
Yeah,
just?
good. I like that. In the
And so
middle. In
I
the middle.
always, I always, whatever job, well, I would always refer back to policy and procedures. What does it say in that? But see, that's the thing about subcultures within institutions. You have the ethics and policies of what you see to the eye, and then you have the undisclosed culture of the agency that's not being said.
Wow, wow. So we
And
got we got another individual came in. Richard, I just want to welcome you. Thank you for being here. Yes, I remember you.
with you, this would be
Yeah.
beautiful.
And
Yay!
a beautiful set. I'm resonating with you very much, Datwanna. Oh my God, this is amazing, Datwanna. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone can resonate. I mean, I'm resonating with you too, what you just shared, Datwanna. Really,
It
really
is.
amazing.
It did. It's when it comes. All right. So it's amazing to me that I'm able to be here and explain that in words and articulate that, because at one point in time, and still, right, we
Mhm.
struggle with being vulnerable or finding the words. And I may get this, like, you talk too much, but you don't talk enough.
You just have to be you.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think we all have that, Detwana. Even I myself had it. People go, Katina, this is so natural to you to do this. I go, no, I was nervous. I mean, I was like, doubt myself. I mean, we all have that, you know.
Right.
But once I realized, like what you said earlier, to find out who you are, what your gift, I recognize that after my, you know, being alone for a couple of years, healing myself. I recognize that. I'm like, hey, this is my path. This is Tina. This is real me. You know.
You
I
can
go
go
from
ahead and you can heal in the and then later on be the light. Is different.
there you
It's
go.
heal. It is, because
Well,
what you're doing is you're
this is
actually
healing. This is healing. The energy you exuded out by sharing with people, bringing up all these different healers. We're sharing this positive vibe. Like, look, everybody's mentioning about good vibe here that you are exuding. It's healing. It's healing to everyone that come into and listen. And this is what the beautiful thing about this time right now, that each one of us are doing our own work that we love to do. We recognize that right now. A lot of us are recognizing what we like to do, what is, yeah, what our journey is. And
Yeah,
and that's it. God and universe will bring in the right people come to you, and this is
yeah,
why you're here.
yeah.
We just connect. Yeah.
It's been a road. I When I was a correctional officer, I lost my job due to me being trampled in a riot, and that was in 2014. 2019, I was in a car accident that I almost lost my life. Um, I had a brain injury from me smacking my head into the window and into the driver wheel, and
Wow.
so like a little jerk. So then, when after that car accident is when I learned that I know how to astral project.
Ooh. People would love to learn about astral projection. How often do you do that? You do that on
I
a regular basis?
have to say it's not something that I can actually tap into to say that I know I'm doing it, but I know I have to be still and I have to concentrate, and it takes my emotions being balanced, because I'm not a robot. Nobody is. But yeah, it takes a little bit, but I after that car accident that happened, I had left my so the dreams didn't come to me until 8 months later. I got in dreams and messages that they sent me back. The higher realm sent me back to my body because they told me to share my testimony and to share my message. And
Wow.
message, and it came later on through dreams, was in what I'm sharing with you right now. This is weird. This is
Please
so
do.
crazy.
No, there's no weird stuff. Just share.
So the message, as far as me, self-awareness, being, just sharing with you right now, this energy exchange with these beautiful people and that are joining the room and just all over the world,
Yeah.
that just sharing my testimony, period, where and how, like, coming from nothing, being able to take appreciative for who I am when I once didn't. After that car accident, you can't get me to not. I used to tell people my nickname, Day. I don't tell people my nickname no more. I tell them my name is Datwanna. And so it brought me gratitude
Hmm.
to be thankful for who I am, because like that I almost lost my name. Forgot
Wow.
forgot my whole name, my speech. I am actually in a state of convalescence to this day. Sometimes when it
Wow.
comes to brain fog, what I'm saying is, for me to articulate and still have the brain mass to think, to articulate words, and to actually bring myself anew. This is some new space right now. And I ain't talking about the galaxy, okay? And so it is definitely, when I say a shared testimony, wherever you come from, you know what I mean? I truly mean that you can rise from anything. Spirit has been with me time and time again, and not even when people have left me alone when I was healing,
Yeah.
after the car accident, during the car accident, my son's father, left us,
Wow.
and he was a whole con artist, right? And
Wow.
Yeah, so accepting all of that while I'm going through transition, as far as in, I get this idea, I want to do a business, and I want to do this, and I'm saying, like, damn, wait
Awesome.
a minute. I even got to fight for it just in the hierarchy in my own home. I'm a mom. I'm a cook. I'm this. I'm that. Doing this single handedly. How the fuck are you? And I just keep blessing it up. I'm a prayer warrior, and I ask, where do I get when people like, where did you get I did all that, and then come on, I want to share that.
And you still have this energy to help other people. That's incredible. You
Eh,
you still have this energy
Still,
to, yes, to
but that's
have
how I
this,
know. That's how I know it's spirit. That's
to
not.
inspire people,
That's
to
right.
help people to be aware, to help people to be better, to help people to release all the old junks.
Come on.
You're touching my heart. Be beautiful, set. Thank you. Be beautiful. That's really
Be
beautiful.
beautiful. Would you like me to pull you an affirmation card today? I
I
surely
think she
can.
will. Let's do that. Let's pull a card for Be Beautiful, because what about you, Richard? You want her to pull your affirmation card. That affirmation card for me was really good because
Ooh, perseverance. Be beautiful. It seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. The mountain you're climbing is huge, okay? And formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it, you just need to tackle it. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. Perseverance. Keep.
nice. Does that resonate with you? Be beautiful. All right. The next person is for Richard. True and Democracy Coalition. So
Okay.
Richard, yes, his name is Richard.
Uh, Options.
Option.
As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet. And
Ooh,
I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Who said I can't?
that's a good one too. And Be Beautiful. Holy smokes! I do believe it does. Wow.
Perseverance.
It does really resonate because with when you talk about my health, that's really truly because that was only thing in my life that I have gone through, as a challenge in the past couple of years before. And
Yeah.
I know at this point in my life now that I have overcome this problem with my health, you
Yeah.
know, with a lot of self-awareness too, a lot of work on myself. And my even my vitals and my lab blood test result came out very good. I was
Right.
I was kind of like, wow, okay, that's good. I feel good. I feel I'm back to my CrossFit 5 days a week now, and I'm like, I cannot believe that this day will come because I never thought I would be able to even walk.
I, amen.
Not even walk. I wasn't able to walk, unable to breathe for like a good 10 months. That that's
Wow.
how bad it was. I couldn't breathe. My heart rate just went up like 160, 180. Lay
Wow.
in bed, just lay in bed, not doing anything.
Yeah.
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 So for you to pick up that card, it was like, whoa, universe just kind of confirmed, I'm back to my good health again, just back into my old Tina.
It
And
do take illness to appreciate good health.
yes, well, I'm always all about mind, body, and soul. So this is kind of stay like you said, me be mindful of my body, my soul, my feeling, emotion, and my spiritual self.
Right.
I like that.
Right.
I like what you are offering to the world, Datwanna, because and you got amazing energy to really really help people. You wake
Oh,
them up.
I appreciate that.
I
Yeah, no
do wake
doubt.
them up. I like the way you do things. You make people listen to you. I really love that. You just have the right ingredient for this work. And
Oh,
you've been doing this kind of work all along. Except that this time it's more spiritually connected.
Ooh, Tina, you on to something? Pass me a paddle. Let me row with you in this boat, okay?
You got it, girl, right? This is it. You just got it more spiritually connected.
It was just, it's weird because going through it, it's a difference between me living it and then finding the words after I live it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How the hell? I'm like, wait a minute, there's got to be a word for this, right? Because again, if I'm coming from limited resources, I don't know what synchronicity is. I'm not sure, what gaslighting or narcissism, like all these, like I see this every day. And
Yeah.
I'm not, as far as in, there's a word for this and there's a word for that. But see, getting from, for example, getting away from, the illusion and calling it what it is, you know what I mean? So for example, if Uncle D, you know what I'm saying, for so long as a kid you heard, oh, he just drinks. No, he's an alcoholic. Okay. Uncle
There you
D
go. Straight to
is
the
an
point.
alcoholic.
Straight
So
to the
why?
point.
Right, call it, that equals authenticity, and it equals you, it gets you closer to the authentic place of where you want to start and not only end with, right?
Mm.
And so being able to call it for what it is, like, no, that is a sheep. A sheep is a sheep. You can't call a goat a sheep, that type of thing. And being able to and I
Right.
always say this, but understanding where your opinions and where facts lie could eliminate a lot of stress for you when you understand where you're coming from with an opinion to fact. For example, my opinion is that, that the car outside, should be blue, but the fact is the car outside is purple, right? So with the eyes, it's a fact. But with
Right.
an opinion, being able to ruffle and rummage through that, that's just again, there's levels to this. No Chuck E.
Exactly.
Cheese, right? And so um when you are able to put yourself in a space of self-awareness, questioning yourself like we question everybody else, connect with ourselves with no Wi-Fi.
Mm.
You take the time to tune in. You can't give yourself love to others if you aren't giving it to you first. And being able to even, for example, question, where did you get your definition of love? Right? Question, like, where did I get this? Why, for example, growing up with guilt, where did that come from? Why do I want to people please so bad?
Hmm.
When is the checkpoints coming in that we start questioning what we're doing instead of waiting on someone else to question us? Because it could bring up or trigger, right, some defensiveness if we are not careful in how we are being if we are not careful in how we are being exposed, I'd have to say, into a delivery of something, as far as somebody asking you something and the way that you respond and not react. Because, you may feel some type of way, is just what I'm going to put it. But honestly, when it comes down to opinions and facts, knowing that opinions can't cash checks, it will save you so much drama, you know you know
Right.
I promise, if I don't do nothing but pass the baton in this race, to make sure you aren't, stooping down to other people's levels, and you are always vibrating higher, and check yourself, because when other people checks us, it leaves us defensive. And so instead of walking around with that, being able to say to yourself, why am I feeling like this, or why do I do that? Though that's when we start getting into the space of transfiguration.
Mm. Nice. Nice. Wow. Beautifully said. I have to say, beautifully said. You're amazing, Datwanna.
Thank you,
Amazing.
Tina.
Guys, I mean, thank you so much, for your energy today, because you have very, very amazing energy. You guys want to connect with her, please email info@evolveme.com. Once again, it's info@evolveme.com. She is one of the evolveme.com practitioner. I'm going to have information, website, and also the email for you to connect with Datwanna. She is an awareness coach. She has, master degree in, is it in psychology? Is that what you said earlier, Datwanna?
Yes, I have a psychology organizational management. Yes, I do.
Right.
I honestly, people, you let's be honest. Like, some people like, oh, so what did you do that for? Because now I get to manage myself. That's why, you know. Again, just
I
like you,
love
Tina,
that.
being able to turn it around, right? You
Yeah.
know, that's
I
my
like that. I
I
like
didn't
that comeback.
yeah, I didn't get to this stage in my life. I did this because I did what society wanted to do. Now it's my turn to be able to help others on a different plane, because once we do, this plane gonna soar, okay, with the right fuel. And there's
Totally.
nothing like mobility, and there's nothing like feeling empowered and uplifting one another, because that is how we grow, and so that's what I want to share.
I love that. That's how we grow. Hello, Christina Gracier. Welcome. We're almost at the end of this live stream. You can also watch this. This is amazing, amazing live stream. You have to watch this all over again. And this live stream is already automatically on on my YouTube forever. So you can watch anytime, share with your friends. You missed this because you just come in. Don't worry, go back and watch it, because Datwanna got a lot to share. I mean, her real life experience and the wisdom that she just shared. She's funny. She got great energy. I love that. I love that. Datwanna, thank you so much for being here. I mean, thank you so much for sharing your stories, to be vulnerable and to share your experience. I love that. It's nice to be vulnerable and share your true self. And like you said, being authentic self. I love that.
Okay,
And
and
that,
we're not living in color. What is we doing?
yeah.
Right? Because we are
Wait.
all different colors of the rainbow, and know our color, we can't be a part of the rainbow, and so that's what makes us unique. Is
Oh, that is so
all
beautiful.
different colors, and so yeah, it definitely.
Girl, that is a, I never heard of that one, but I love that already. My God, be a color of the rainbow. I never, Jesus, that's beautiful. Love it. I love the color. Yeah, I mean, what color are you? We all, that's why,
Okay,
we're saying the color of the variety is a spice of life. So different color is a spice of life too.
right,
Definitely.
right,
Yeah.
because and it goes back to just, you said color, so
Yes.
crayons came to mind. Sometimes we feel like we can't color because the crayon is broken. That's not true. It's still colors. It's just broken,
Yeah.
right? And so being able to be mindful that it reflects back to us individually. We get bogged down by, nay, say, and ray, or whatever. But I think that what really holds us back is not caring for that inner child, and bringing the inner child to the present as we grow, and
Nice.
being able to, now we have to go back and nurture that, and being able to, it takes steps, and you do not, okay, you don't have to go through that alone, okay, so each
Perfect.
one teach one. Being able to learn from other people's mistakes. You can catch me on Evolve Me. I love that. Also,
Well, also this video, this live stream also perfect for my podcast. I have Spotify and Amazon podcast, and also Apple podcast. So I'm going to be uploading this today.
oh,
So you guys,
nice.
if you listen to it, yeah, because some of the live stream, I mean, if we have to show any visual images, anything like that, I know you have some card, but it's okay, because what information you share with people out there from the start is really good. So this is something that can be listened on the podcast. So I'm going to upload that on the podcast, guy. If you like to listen to podcasts, follow me on Spotify, Amazon. It's on my YouTube under info, I believe. Just click the link, subscribe, so you can get that notification. I every now and then I pick certain video that it's great for people if they drive, or if they can't watch anything, they can listen and they can enjoy that. Oh, you're welcome, Christina. It's good to see you here. So lovely to see everyone here. Very grateful to that. And
Would you like me to do part for Christina?
Christina, don't go yet. She's gonna do affirmation card for you. One card pick messages for you today. How about that? Everybody get this little gift. It really resonated with you and mine, so I really love that. It's just confirmation that my health is amazing.
Joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter, baby. I can put it on anything and it'll make it better. Today, I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today, I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it.
Joy, Christina, that's actually fits you, I think.
I'm
I know
taking
her
a break from
personally.
work. That's all. No, joy while you're taking a break from work. Girl. Ding, ding, ding.
She's taking a break from work. And stay
To
joyful.
enjoy. Yeah, that was definitely ding, ding, ding. Wow. I hope you get to enjoy whatever time you're taking
And
away
she's
from
like
work.
that. I know her personality. She take a break, and to listen to this. This is amazing, Christina, to see you here. And this is me, baby. That's what she said. And that's her. She's always joyful. She's kind of that kind of energy.
Oh, that's
We got a lot of beautiful energy here, which is nice. When people come together at the same place gathering, it doesn't matter just basic talk or any kind of talk. The energy together is quite healing because it's combined energy. So it's like a combustion of this
right.
powerful battery that just trying to charge each and every one of us to be more fuller and more expanded. Right?
Especially prayer.
Yeah, totally.
I'm
You
very,
got a
very
little prayer for us? You got a short prayer for us before we go?
you know what? I can't second. Yes, I do. I have a
Christina.
little meditation. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Got the
Oh,
wrong one.
nice, nice, nice. There you
Right.
go. She said she works from home, eating some food, listening to you ladies. What else can I ask for at this very moment? Eh? Joy. That's
Experiencing joy.
it. You just immerse yourself in joy. I mean, you're the last person we're giving a reading here, and it's all filled with joy. All right, girl, Datwanna, take it over with your short meditation or prayer here.
Okay, this is definitely more like a testimonial for the fall. Um, this is the season of change and evolution. The changes that occur in life are sometimes designed to uproot you. This is I said to myself, I'm just gonna open up the book and whatever falls on it. Let me tell you, this is like a 2-piece no chicken right now. Okay, combo is how we ending this. I'm loving it. The changes that occur in life are sometimes designed to uproot you, challenge you, make you question whether your strength is being tested. These times are difficult and it can feel as if there are no end in sight, but this season will end. All the things come to an end. Know this, you are stronger than you give yourself credit for. You can handle hard things. When you get through this strength will have increased and your spirit will be resilient. The path to success is not straight and narrow. Many diversions, doubts, and mistakes happen along the way. Milestones remind you of what you are working toward. Celebrate small successes you achieve along the way. You guys keep
Wow.
walking in love. Thank you so much for accepting me, sharing this space, this energy. I really like seriously. This is I'm a little bit of a novice, very very baby clean behind the ears. This is my first podcast, so thank you so much for this.
Absolutely beautiful, Detwana. Thank you so much. Amen. Yes, very good messages for everyone. I think this is for everyone here as well. It's not just for, when she opened up. I think the messages is for this whole group. Whoever here or listening to this video, that's your messages as well. Because that's how I believe. Thank you, Detwana. Hey, you guys. Be beautiful, Christina and Richie. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
And
you
everyone else who listening to
guys.
this
Be
video.
beautiful,
Hey,
Christina.
come back. Yes. Come back later on today, 6 p.m. with Pretty. She's going to be doing a live tarot reading. She's amazing. Oh, tomorrow, Akira, she's really good. She was here before, but she's going to be at 11 a.m. Well, Christina, you can take a break and also be beautiful too, as well as Richard can come here because you're already here at this hour. Then that's mean this hour you're free to come back. All right, guys. Until the next video, thank you. Love for everyone. Hugs to everyone, guys. Aloha. Hello everywhere in the world. We're all one. Love you guys. Thank you so
Later.
much. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share.